A man and a woman become married, there is that bond between them,
Okay.
which makes certain things exclusive
Okay.
for only the two. No third party should be part of it.
Okay.
Tell all believing men that they should lower their gaze, they should lower their eyes,
They should lower their
their gaze, their vision.
Okay.
They should lower it.
in
They should
terms
give-
of woman.
in terms of looking at another woman.
Okay.
Spoke also to the women. That is Quran 24:31. وَقُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنَاتِ, and tell the women يَغْضُضْنَ مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِنَّ. They should also lower their gaze. They shouldn't be looking at men.
Oh wow.
وَيَحْفَظْنَ فُرُوجَهُنَّ. They should protect their private parts.
Oof.
They should protect it. The woman shouldn't let another man see her adornment, see her beauty, إِلَّا لِبُعُولَتِهِنَّ, except her husband.
Wow.
أَوْ آبَائِهِنَّ, or her father, because he's
So you are welcome to God's studio to another video. This video is very interesting. Do you know that you can't compliment a married Muslim? Today we are in Madina Zongo Janshi. We have found an imam that wants to explain to us why, and we have so many questions to ask about Islam. So stick with us. Let's go. Do you know that complimenting a married Muslim is a sin? So if you don't know, that's for me too. I got to know during the vetting of Honorable Muntala Muhammad. So today we have the privilege to speak to Chief Imam Salma Al-Hassan. So I don't know if we are his guest or he's our guest, but we are his guest in his office and he's our guest on our channel. So sir, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
So the first question, I would like to know, why is it a sin to compliment a married Muslim?
Maybe I would like to paraphrase the question.
Okay.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. In the beginning,
Yeah.
it is the Almighty Allah who created us, and He knows how He created us.
Okay.
And when a man and a woman become married, there is that bond between them,
Okay.
which makes certain things exclusive
Okay.
for only the two. No third party should be part of it.
Okay.
So, talking about a woman and her beauty, it is not just mere compliment, especially when that woman is a married woman.
Okay.
Immediately a woman becomes a married woman, she becomes sacred.
Okay.
She's a holy woman now
To her husband.
to her husband,
Okay.
not to any other person.
Okay.
So he is the one in Islam that is allowed to see her and see the beauty in her,
Okay.
or her close relatives are those who are allowed to see her and see the beauty in her.
Okay.
All other persons are forbidden from even looking at her, for you to even imagine how is her this, how is her that, for you to say you are complimenting her on her beauty. And this is explicit in the Quran.
Oh, okay.
That this is in Quran 24 verse 30 and 31. Allah instructs the noble Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to tell all men, وَقُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ يَغُضُّوا مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِمْ. Tell all believing men that they should lower their gaze, they should lower their eyes,
They should lower their
their gaze, their vision.
Okay.
They should lower it.
In terms of woman?
In terms of looking at another woman.
Okay.
They should bring their eyes down. They shouldn't be looking at another woman.
Another woman or another man's woman.
Women in general. That is
general.
the first ruling. Women in general. As a Muslim, you don't have to be looking at the women like that. When you see them, you bring your eye down.
Oh, wow.
Women in general. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after speaking to men, spoke also to the women. That is Quran 24:31. وَقُلِّ الْمُؤْمِنَاتِ, and tell the women, يَغْضُضْنَ مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِنَّ, they should also lower their gaze. They shouldn't be looking at men.
Oh, wow.
وَيَحْفَظْنَ فُرُوجَهُنَّ, they should protect their private parts.
Oof.
They should protect it. As a Muslim woman, you don't have to be, no, protect it.
They should protect their private parts.
Yes, they should lower their gaze.
gaze.
They should protect their private parts.
Okay.
وَلَا يُبْدِينَ زِينَتَهُنَّ, they shouldn't expose their adornment, their beauty. They shouldn't let it come out.
Okay, so that brings to us where a Muslim lady dress like, or
Is it? They shouldn't let their adornment come out. إِلَّا مَا ظَهَرَ مِنْهَا, except the part which is necessary to come out. And the scholars have explained that is the face and the palm.
okay, so the necessary part has been defined.
Yes.
Okay, that's
The face and the palm.
Okay.
And even the face, it has, if there are more these men looking at her, then Islam says because of that thing that she should protect that beauty in her, that is where the Muslim woman is allowed to put on what we call the niqab. Yes, that we call it, they say the ninja-like this thing. So that, yes, you see her, you like looking, and so she will have to cover that place.
So that thing is not for married women, it's for all
It's
women.
for general women.
Ah, I thought it's for married women.
It is not compulsory that always the woman should cover the face. The face is allowed to be exposed, and the palm, not the entire hand, the palm.
Just the palm.
Yes, it's allowed to be exposed. But if there are men who are always looking at the woman, then she should cover even the face and leave the eyes.
Oh, okay.
For seeing.
Wow, understandable.
Yes. And Allah said, وَلَا يُبْدِينَ زِينَتَهُنَّ, the woman shouldn't let another man see her adornment, see her beauty, إِلَّا لِبُعُولَتِهِنَّ, except her husband.
Wow.
أَوْ آبَائِهِنَّ, or her father, because he's a father.
Her father?
Yes, he can see her beauty. She can
expose herself to
herself,
her father.
not her nakedness, herself, her face, her whatever. Her father, because he knows her from infancy, it's her father.
Oh, okay.
Aw abna'ihinna, or her children. Aw abna'i bu'ulatihinna, or the children of her husband, because she is a mother to them, even if she is not the one who gave them birth to her. Aw ikhwanihinna, or their brothers and sisters. Aw akhwatihinna. So these are those who can see her beauty. All the others cannot marry her except the husband.
Oh, okay.
So the one who can marry her, who is allowed to see her beauty, is the one who has married her.
Oh.
All the others who will be seeing her beauty are those at all costs they can't marry her. And there was one woman during the time of noble Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam who went to visit a friend, a lady friend.
Okay.
And when she came, then she was describing that friend.
The lady.
The lady was describing her lady friend
Oh, okay.
to her own husband. That, oh, I didn't know this woman who was always covering was
body.
so beautiful.
Okay.
She was telling her own husband, the woman, I didn't know that she was covering, but I didn't know she was that beautiful. When I went to her, because they were all women,
okay,
I saw that she's like this, she's like this. And then the husband, in another conversation, also mentioned, Hey, my wife told me that
Oh, okay.
this woman that is always
Well
covering
dressed,
is
you
very,
send
very
her.
beautiful. And the information got to the noble Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then the noble Prophet summoned all of them, the companions, they should come, and he gives 10 warning. لا تنأت المرأة المرأة لزوجها. From today onwards, no woman should even describe a fellow woman and her beauty to her husband.
Oh,
It's forbidden.
wow.
A woman shouldn't even describe the beauty of another woman
To her,
to her husband. It's forbidden.
To just her husband or like.
No, it is because he summoned all of them and he said it.
Oh, okay.
But
So
it is because this is a woman who did it. That's why he said it. But because he summoned all of them, the information is
It's
for
for everyone.
men and women.
Okay.
You don't have to describe the beauty of a woman
To another man.
another person, except for marriage purposes.
Oh, okay.
That is where Islam allows.
Okay. So if let's say the person is not married
Yes.
and another lady,
Yes.
her brother is not married,
Yes.
that lady can express or describe the lady to
Yes, except
brother.
for marriage purposes.
marriage purposes.
This man wants to marry the woman, and you are the one who know her better.
So what if the married woman
Yes.
is explaining or describing the lady to her husband for marriage purposes?
If it is for marriage purposes,
That's
no problem.
fine. Oh, okay.
So that he will marry her. But for that man to know this is how she looks, she is like this, she is like that, when he is not going to marry her, it's
It's
forbidden in
forbidden.
Islam.
Oh, okay.
So when you look at the Islamic concept, the woman will have to always preserve herself, cover herself. The woman shouldn't be showing her beauty, because in Islam, the value of woman is not in showing her beauty to people.
Okay.
No, the value is in what she has as a human being.
Oh, okay. What she has as a
As a human being,
like personal principle.
how is her character?
Okay.
What is her knowledge?
Okay.
How is her demeanor?
Okay.
How this is what people will have to know about her.
Okay. Not her body.
About her. She is like this. She is so beautiful. No, that is why she will have to cover,
Oh, okay.
because the woman has been elevated in Islam to the level of being a protected person. A protected person,
So
because
is
she
that-
is so precious in Islam that describing her beauty shouldn't come in at all. You have to see her, respect her, like her because of what is in her, not because of
But some people
anything
will
that-
say
yes.
complimenting is just a word. So why would that be forbidden in Islam? Because it's just a word.
Yeah. You just take it simple.
Okay.
When you look at that clip in that vetting, immediately that honorable member of parliament said, "Your wife is beautiful." Everybody then
Yeah.
now wants to see who is that wife
Mm.
that this man is saying beautiful.
Even the
So-
camera has to move.
Good.
Yeah.
So now you have invited eyes on her.
Yeah.
And by inviting eyes on her when she is a married woman, you have opened a door for Satan.
Oof.
You have opened a door for Satan.
Okay, so during my research too, I learned that anything that leads to forbidden action
Yes.
is forbidden.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So because of that, somebody will now, who did not even think about her, will try to say, "Oh, is she beautiful as this man is saying? Oh yes, she's so beautiful." No. There are men who are also Satan by themselves. There are men who are by themselves Satan.
Yeah.
Immediately that thing gets into his mind and heart, then if he is going to take the whole world to get her, he will do it.
The person will do it. Yeah.
So you are now the cause of problems in somebody's marriage.
Oh.
So Islam wants to prevent all of this. She's somebody's wife. Yes. Oh, you can just say, oh, what do you call it? Your wife, maybe she's a classmate or workmate. Oh, thank you for having a good wife, but not a beautiful wife. If you say a good, the mind will be what? Character.
Yeah. Okay.
But when you say beautiful, it means you are talking about the looks.
Yeah, the physical.
That is it. So that is forbidden except for the purposes of marriage.
Oh, okay.
Yes. For the purpose of marriage, you will describe her to the one who wants to marry her, so that you will entice him to know that, oh, the woman is going to take, you have seen her before and she's like this.
Okay.
So that he will marry her.
Okay.
Other than that, it is forbidden.
Okay.
Yes.
So in your submission to you made a point that it is the woman, it is the relative of the woman that can complement the married woman.
No, everybody who will compliment the married woman openly should be someone who she is.
She cannot marry.
She cannot marry.
Oh, okay.
But if they are women alone, they can complement each other, but it shouldn't reach to men.
Yeah, to another ear.
Yes, that is how it is.
So my question is, can the husband's relative also complement the woman, or that one too is forbidden? Even
the husband relatives, it is forbidden.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You are not the husband.
Okay.
You are only the husband's relative. How are you fine, did this and that, period.
That's all.
But to be telling the wife of your brother, oh, you are so beautiful, you are opening the door
of Satan. Oh, okay.
Yes.
So in your submission to, you said Muslim ladies are supposed to cover their hands.
Their body, with the exception of face and the palm.
Yes. But there are other ones who are Muslim, but they don't cover their body. Is there something for them, or because if you see a Muslim, that's a Muslim lady that does not cover her body, the first question is, do you pray? That's the first question. So I want to know, like, how do the religion deal about that?
Actually, the Muslim woman, as I said earlier, is the precious human being when it comes to Islamic equation.
Than men?
Yes.
Okay.
So rules on women are tighter than rules on men. The woman will have to cover all her body, but that is not for men, because men are supposed to be hard workers, going and coming, carrying, doing whatever.
Yeah.
And secondly, men are supposed always to be seen doing something.
Yeah.
Men are not supposed to be, sitting, unless the job is a sitting job. So in issues of our lives, the woman is supposed to always be something that is preserved, somebody that is always preserved and protected, somebody who is always given the necessary respect. And from that respect comes the way you deal with women.
Okay.
The face and the hands, because the face she'll be looking at things, she'll be going somewhere, and the hand because she will be holding and working. Other than that, every other part of her shouldn't be open. And so if there is a woman who is a Muslim but exposing her body, the first thing is, do you pray? Because when you expose your body, you cannot use that to pray in Islam.
Oh.
Before you pray,
you have to cover your body.
Have to cover. As a woman, it has to be covered. So the first question is, do you pray? Because when the time of prayer comes and you are like this, exposed, it means you will not pray.
Yeah.
That is why that question comes.
Okay.
Do you pray? Because for you to pray as a woman, what you are wearing down should go to your ankle.
Yeah.
And what you are wearing top should cover, with the exception of
your hand.
Yes. And your neck, your everything will have to be covered. That is why there's always the scarf there.
Yeah.
So if a woman is not covering properly, definitely you ask the person, when it is time for prayer, do you pray? Because she can use that exposed body to pray.
Okay.
That is why that question comes when a woman exposes her body. And whoever does that has violated the teachings of Allah in the Quran. Yes.
So what happens to that person?
No, it is a sin. But we don't have any punishment for that.
Oh, okay.
There's no punishment for that.
Oh, okay.
But it is a sin. The person should know that he or she has gone against the dictates of the religion. It is a sin.
So let's say the person is going for a class and the person has exposed her body, like wore something like that. And let's say 1:30 and the person is dressed, hands down, to go and pray. That one too.
In Islam, our entire life must be Islamic. We don't have a time when you are a Muslim, a time when you are a non-Muslim. No. And when we say covering the whole body, it does not mean always wearing the long robe. No. It can be top and down.
Okay.
It can be skirt and long sleeves. It can be coat and it's trousers.
Anything that covers
but
your
it
body.
has to just cover
Your body, yeah.
It's not that you will have to always wear the, what do you call it, what do you call the abaya. No. It has to just cover. If it is coat that you are going to wear something in that will cover the area of your chest, wear the coat on top, and it shouldn't be something that will hold your body to describe your shape, and it should reach here at least. And if it is a trouser, the trouser shouldn't be so tight that people will see your shape in it, because that is what Islam forbids. So if you wear something, the coat should be at least long enough to cover the what do you call it, the upper part of you to, let me say, the buttocks area, so that, because in Islam, in our prayer we bow, so that when you bow, it shouldn't.
No one sees,
Yes. Whatever cloth that you are going to wear, it should cover. But it is not just specific that it has to be jalabia, it has to be, no, it's not like that. So whether you are going to classes, you are going to work, you just wear something that will cover you, that is decent. That's all.
But my question is, what if the person intentionally dresses in a mini skirt to go to class, or let's say to go to work, and after, when it's prayer time, she dresses in the long one to pray. Is there something about that life? Because the person is living a double life.
We should understand that the Islamic code of dress is not just for prayer.
Okay, so
the Islamic code of dress is not just for prayer. It is the life of the Muslim.
Islam is a lifestyle.
Yes, it's a lifestyle. It's not just for prayer.
Okay.
So when you are wearing, a lady is wearing mini skirt to class, then when it is just prayer, then she will go and wear this. She is not living the Islamic life. And that is a sinful behavior.
Okay.
Yes. So she should dress up well, go to class with it, do everything with it, go to market with it, go to the office with it. That is how it is. Except where it is a uniform that the person, for instance, a Muslim lady who is a police officer, a Muslim lady who is an army, what do you call it, officer, they will wear the army, what do you call it, uniform. They will wear the police uniform. Unfortunately for us in Ghana, the army uniform, they are all trousers.
Yes.
And so they will wear it. And if it is short sleeve, she can wear the, what do you call it, the tubes that they use inner. That's all. Then she goes.
Okay.
That is how it is.
Okay. So that point is well made. And my next question is, during my research, I learned that anything that leads to prohibited behavior is a sin. So that's the I think that's the basis why alcohol is banned. I just want you to confirm that for me before I proceed to my next question. Alcohol
is banned because it is alcohol, and it is not just what has the name alcohol. Intoxicant, anything that it will intoxicate the human being is banned.
Okay.
anything that will change your demeanor,
Okay.
anything that will have a control over your actions is forbidden in Islam. Your actions should be your deliberate doings. You know what you are doing. There is nothing that is influencing that behavior. Anything, be it alcohol, be it opium, be it cocaine, be it whatever. So long as it will intoxicate the person, it is forbidden.
I think you have answered my next question, but I will ask though, because alcohol is banned, right? And like most of the Muslims abide by that. But smoking, that's what you are saying. Smoking is, from what you are saying, I can say that smoking is also banned. But you can see that it's not a research, like concrete research, but you can see that most of the Muslim young guys smoke weed or cigarette. How about that?
Well, it's not most, but some
okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Some of the Muslim young guys.
Some will find them not abiding.
The thing is, they smoke, but they don't drink.
We will find some of the people not abiding by the teachings of the religion.
Okay.
That one is bound to happen because it's a religion. But then, whether it is weed that the person has smoking, it will change the person's behavior.
Yeah.
Whether the person has taken cocaine, the person has taken heroin or whatever, all of these things are intoxicants. They are all forbidden in Islam. So anybody who is deceiving himself that because this is not alcohol, so he can go and take whatever substance, even what do you call it, tramadol, that they overtake and then become, and now they've gotten another one to something doll too. They are taking all of that. So long as it will intoxicate the person, it's forbidden in Islam.
Oh, okay.
It's forbidden in Islam. And so the person shouldn't deceive himself or herself that because it is not called alcohol, but it does what alcohol does or even more
to the person.
Yes, to the person. It is forbidden.
Oh wow.
Yes.
The point is well made. And my last one will be what I don't see Muslim doing. Yes, because Christians do. I want to ask why. Is there not a responsibility to preach Allah to others who are not Muslims?
That's good. In fact, it is incumbent upon every individual Muslim to invite a non-Muslim to Islam. It is compulsory.
Okay.
On every individual Muslim to invite a non-Muslim to Islam and to explain Islam to people. But then the way we do it sometimes differ. When you look at our Christian, brothers and sisters, they do it in buses, on roadsides, on whatever. It is not forbidden for a Muslim to do same. It is not forbidden for a Muslim to do same, so long as that is how the message will reach to people. But then we find in Islam something that appears to be you are over disturbing the people. Islam wants you to reduce it. That's why we don't see it much, but it is allowed in Islam, and it is compulsory on every Muslim to teach others who don't know about Islam, what is Islam, and invite them to Islam. The noble Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Ballighu anni walau ayah." Take my message to people, even if it is just one verse of the Quran that you understood well. Let others also hear about it, understand it, and invite them to come and be part of Islam. Yeah, so it is part of Islam, and I will admit that we Muslims are not doing much in that. We are not doing much, even though it is compulsory upon us, but we are not doing much. We should have done more than that, so that people will get to understand Islam better. There are a lot who are not Muslims today just because they don't understand Islam. They think Islam is for some specific tribes, some specific people. It is just for the Northerners, or it is someone who speaks Hausa, or that notion is there in the minds of people just because we are not doing much. Yes, and it is a minus on our side. Yes, we should have explained Islam more to people, for people to understand the religion, because truly Islam is a religion that moves with the nature of the human being. So if you put Islam, if you understand Islam and then you put it forward to people, naturally, even if they don't become Muslims, they will understand the religion better, and they will appreciate what you are doing.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how it is.
So the religion and tradition.
Yeah.
I'm an Ewe, and in our tradition, when you give birth to twins, you have to do it. Is it twins right or something like that?
Right.
You have to do right. Like that. Can the tradition and the religion coexist?
Islam itself is a tradition.
Oh, okay.
Islam itself is a tradition.
Okay, I would agree, because the most preserved religion,
Yes.
I would say, is Islam.
That is it.
I think so.
Islam itself is a tradition, and that tradition is from God. This is how I want you to do your things. When you give birth, the Prophet has told us how to go about it. When someone dies, Islam has shown us how to go about it. When someone is marrying, Islam has shown us how to go about it. And then